Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Shayla if this is your first time here. So in today's makeup tutorial, we are gonna do a bronzy, colorful, maybe eyeshadow look. I have this palette and I actually got this like a few weeks ago and there's a lot of just bright colors. So I was like, let's do something up in here. So I'm thinking that we'll create like a bright, bronzy summer look using the yellows or the oranges. This is a NYX palette. The swatches were pretty dope, so I was like, let's do it. So I'm gonna do a full face of makeup. Ooh, there's also a new bronzer that I've been loving, so I'm gonna show you guys that. And we're just gonna talk, you know. There have been a few changes since the last time I did a makeup tutorial. Not with me or anything. I'm all scared, you guys. No breaking news here, but you know what I'm saying. Just quarantine changes, so we're gonna talk about that. We're just gonna have a little chit chat. I'm gonna do my makeup. So it'll be like a little therapy session, if you will. All right, guys, I'm gonna start with my Pro Skin, oh wait, Glass Skin, yeah. Pro Skin Glass Skin Primer from Lorac. This bad boy, I feel like is kind of underrated. Like, I don't really see a lot of people talking about it, but it does give you just a nice luminous look. This would be for someone with like normal to dry skin, or if your skin's dehydrated like mine. Like, I have combination skin, but it is just like kind of dry right now. All right, this is the Live Tinted Color Corrector. So I'm gonna put this around my mouth because I'm a little bit darker there. So this kind of just cancels out darkness. You could also put it under your eyes. I'm not gonna do that today. Just put it right here. And then I'm gonna use my sponge and just blot it. Yeah, so if you guys don't live in California, maybe you know, maybe you don't know this, but they extended our stay-at-home orders. So we got that news the other day, a couple days ago, and I feel like that just like put a whole damper on my day because I was looking forward to being out of quarantine. I know a lot of us were. Like, I was excited. I was like, ooh, it's almost over. Go back to the gym. No, they said no, okay? You guys. Okay, so next I'm gonna apply, I'm mixing two foundations. This is Shiseido 440 Synchro Skin. Where's the, so you guys can see it. It has SPF 30, which is why I like it for the summer. Mixing it with Dream Radiant Foundation from Maybelline. This is actually like a darker shade for me, so it's like my summer shade. And this is 125. So I just mix it on my little dish here. And we're just gonna apply this all over. Ooh. I love my summer color. Yes. So anyways, yeah, they just broke the news yesterday. So I had this whole plan of like doing my makeup, getting everything together, and I was just sad all day. I was like, wow, okay. So I like to apply the foundation with the brush and then blend it out with a beauty blender. Sometimes I'll, you know, if I'm being lazy and I don't want to clean brushes, I'll just use a beauty blender. But this technique, when I have time, is my favorite. I feel like even though the stay-at-home orders were lifted for a lot of states, I think a lot of you guys are still gonna stay at home, right? Because a couple of you guys on Instagram I talked to and you guys are like, no, I'm still staying at home. I'm not going anywhere public. Okay, this is the Beauty Blender Concealer in 4.10. Ooh, I'm almost out. Just gonna put this under the eyes. I always do foundation first. I just like how my makeup turns out better. The only time I'll do my eyes first is if I do like a really dramatic eye. But I just love doing my foundation first. Ooh, always put a little bit on the center there. I like to put a little bit of concealer up here in between my brows, all up in here. Then we're gonna blend this. Make sure you get the side of your nose right up in there. Bring that out under the nose. You really just want to hit those areas that light would naturally like highlight. So basically the center of the face. All right, next we're gonna set the under eyes with Makeup Forever Velvet Powder. I have a bunch of different shades because I like mixing the light shades for under my eyes. If I get lighter, I have a color. If I get darker, I have a color. So I just like having this. I feel like this is more of like a professional kit, so you definitely don't need all of these, but I just like to mix it. So I'm using this flat Mercier brush. This is actually, I think, like a blush contour, and I'm just gonna press this under my eyes. This kind of smooths out the under eyes too. Some people use a sponge for this. So you can use a sponge. Ooh, that was like my soothing voice. Like, what was that? Did you guys hear that? I was like, so you can just press it and then just blend it and... So I just like to make sure it looks pretty matte under there. Not dry matte, but like not shiny. See how I just hit that corner up in there? All right, I'm gonna bake under my eyes with the Fenty Cashew powder. I love this powder. Like, it is just like the perfect shade. And I'm gonna use a powder, look at this. Guilty. It's all dirty. Yeah, I don't clean this after every use, it's fine. It's just a little powder. So I just dip it in, tap off the excess, and I start on the side of my nose. Like, look at how far in I bring the bake, okay? So instead of stopping like here, I bring it all the way up the side of my nose because it'll help give that contoured effect. I'm also gonna put a little bit down the center of my nose, and don't worry about getting it perfect. I'm gonna show you. Hold up, I'm gonna show you. This is why I do my brows later, because look, I'm about to get a bunch of powder all up in my brows. I always laugh at myself when I look like this, I don't know. So I'm gonna grab a flat brush, and I'm just gonna wipe off the sides of my nose. See that? Wipe it off. Wipe it down. Boom. And then you could even like take off a little bit right there. Boom. Look at that, it looks all contoured. No, that's just my skin. That's just my skin. All right, I'm gonna fill in my brows with the medium dark brow pomade from Kat Von D, or KVD. Look at this. I just looked down, there's a whole eyelash. Well, not an entire eyelash, but a piece of eyelash. This is everywhere. These little pieces are everywhere. Okay, so yeah, the KVD pomade in medium brown. I like my brows to be a little bit lighter than my hair, so that's why I stopped using like, you know, darker browns or blacks. Like, you'll never, honey, never see me put a black anything in my brows, ever, okay? So I like to start at the bottom, draw a line. You kind of want to start like halfway. So you don't want to start here because it'll be too dark. Just start right about here. Then I'm gonna brush up, and then once a lot of the product's off the brush, you want to move towards your nose here. Ooh, look at that fade, honey. And then I'm gonna draw a line at the top just to give her a little shape. All right, now I'm gonna use my concealer. I'm just gonna put a little bit on here. You could use the back of your hand, you don't need this. So I'm just gonna use this concealer and kind of clean up under my brow, like so. This kind of comes in handy if you mess up or if your brows aren't straight. I'm just gonna bring it down into my crease. Boom, okay. Let's get into this shadow. This is Escape Artist Palette NYX. Affordable, okay. I think we're gonna start with, I really wanna put these in the crease, these two shades here. So I think we'll do this first and then that on top of it. I'm just curious how this looks. So a lot of times that's what I'll do. I'm like, oh, I'll just try it as like the base using my Sigma brush. This is Sigma E40. Press, press, press. Ooh. Ooh, that's a lot brighter than I expected. Ooh, girl. So I'm just gonna press this in the crease, kind of get the product off the brush, and then go back and forth and blend it like so. I feel like it's good to just like get ready, get yourself together at least like once a week, because the past few days I've just been like in my sweats, stuck in a rut, and I don't know, it just feels good to do my makeup to make myself feel like things are back to normal even though they're not. But I think it's just healthy to do something that would be in your normal routine if you weren't on quarantine, you know? Like, get ready, do your makeup. Ooh, that is nice. I like this one. Oh yes. All right, next I'm gonna apply this orange shade in the crease. See how, I'm only gonna use a little bit, see how this looks. This was a lot more pigmented than I expected, so I'm assuming this will be kind of the same. Okay, yeah, no, this has a little bit of like a shimmer to it, so I'm not gonna put a lot on. Literally, like, that's it, because see, I just like barely did anything. Yeah. Ooh, you can see it made the crease brighter. Okay, so what we gonna do next? We're gonna put the darker crease color. So I don't really see a darker shade in this palette. that I really want to use, to be honest with you. Like I almost want this to be deeper. Like I already know how that's gonna look, and I already know that's not the look that I want. So I'm gonna grab my Sassy Sienna's palette from Dosa Colors. I love these. Dosa Colors came out with like 4 different like matte sets like this. Ooh, stay dropping stuff. Okay, so there's a lot of pigment in here, so I think I'm gonna go for this darker shade and put this in the outer corner of my crease. All right, I'm gonna use my little Sigma bullet brush, tap in the darkest color, and just kind of press it on. So again, this is Sassy Sienna palette from Dosa Colors. See the pigment? That's just what we needed, honey. Pigment. Cute. And now we're gonna blend it out. I'm gonna use a smaller Sigma brush. This is E38. All right. I put a little bit of product on the brush, and I'm just gonna blend this out. Blend, blend, blend. Back and forth. This is a lighter pressure, and I'm really just going back and forth in my crease. You can do little circular motions if you wanted. Ooh, nice and blended. Okay, all right, you know what I'm gonna do next? I'm gonna grab a little bit of this baking powder and my sponge. And I'm gonna put a little bit right here just to kind of create a little bit more definition. So I think a lot of people think that they have to do their eyes first because of this step, but really you could just add a little bit of setting powder and boom, you're welcome. All right, where is my base? I'm gonna use the P.Louise eyeshadow base in Rumor 5 with my flat brush. And I'm just gonna put this, using my little petri dish here, we're gonna put this on the lid. So just all over the lid. I'm gonna give myself like a mini cut crease here. Like I'm really just following the natural shape of my lid, right where it goes into my head here. No, into my eyeball socket though, you see what I'm saying? All right, I'm gonna grab this frosty orangey, ooh, look at that, like iridescent orange color, and we're gonna put this all over the lid. Let's do it. I just love this orange in the crease. Right, let's see here, what we got up in here? Ooh, it's like an orange gold iridescent. I'm gonna blend a little bit of the dark brown right here, just so it kind of looks more blended. So adding a tiny bit right on the corner. Okay, I've been obsessed with these E.L.F. liquid eyeshadows. This one's called 24K Gold. I'm gonna start on the inside and just see how it looks over the shadow. If it looks bomb, which I think it might, then I'll probably cover half my lid. But let's see. Ooh, yes. We like her. Oh. Oh yeah, this is, I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it just looks like, see that liquid gold. I'm just gonna stop it right there. Oh, I like this though. Oh, it looks so cute. See the difference? Wow, like boom, boom. Okay, this looks really good. I'm gonna wipe off the bake because I don't like to bake for a long time. It'll start to get like really light. And sometimes like if my skin's dry, it'll just catch on the dry spots. Let's see, hopefully it's not too bright under here. Oh yeah, no, that's good. But you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm sure that's happened to you. Sometimes you'll bake for too long and it's just like really light and you can't even like wipe it off. Okay, so once I set it with the setting spray, it'll kind of like calm down a little bit, like the brightness, but so far so good. I like how the eyes look. And I think what I'm gonna do, instead of doing black on the inner rim, we're gonna do like a dark chocolate brown, and then we're gonna smoke out the bottom. All right, this is Buxom eyeliner, and here's my number. It's like a dark brown, and I'm just gonna line in my waterline and under the lash line. Like talking and lining your waterline is a skill, okay? Okay, so do you guys wanna know one goal I have while I'm on quarantine? I want to start baking. Not like bake a lot, but there's a couple things that I just want to learn how to bake. Like I really want to learn how to make a cake. You know, like what if it's someone's birthday, you have to make a cake real quick. I want to learn how to make a cake. I want to learn how to make cornbread. I want to learn how to make banana bread. It's a quarantine, you guys. Like otherwise I would not even care to bake. I don't think I'm good at baking, but I'm just on TikTok all day looking at these baking videos and I'm like, oh my God, I could do that. So that's where I'm at. Ooh, this looks good. Ooh, see how brown just, it's like dark, but it just adds like a different effect to the eye that I love. Not as much of a contrast, that's what it is. You guys, tell me how you feel about this look. Tell me, because I know you like it. Ooh. This looks super cute. Okay, I'm gonna line with black liner from Melt Cosmetics. I don't know if I wanna wing it out yet. We're gonna see. I kinda like how this looks. I mean, I always like how it looks. I like how just this part looks. So sometimes when you wing it out, I feel like you take away from the blending that's happening here. We'll see though. I know some of y'all are like talking to yourself or talking to the screen, talking about wing it. I'm gonna do it for you. I feel like I don't wing it as much anymore. So let's do it. Boom. Oh, that was kind of a long wing, wasn't it? All right, these lashes are Lilly Lash from Lilly Lash. I haven't used her lashes in a minute, so here we go. There's a couple styles I like. Lila, Miami, Hollywood, Rome. And I'm gonna curl these once the glue dries. Okay, I'm gonna let those dry and then I'm gonna put some bronzer on her highlighter, you know the deal. Okay, the product I've been waiting to show you guys. So NARS has a new bronzer, it's called Quirimba. I don't know how to pronounce it, you guys already know, I don't know how. But it's a matte bronzer. I feel like it looks lighter than it is. So this is darker than Casino. I was actually shook at how it looked. Okay, I'm gonna put a little bit on here. I'm just gonna do a little bit. I'm gonna start right here. When I first put this on for the first time, I was like, oh my God, it just went on, see that? It went on so much darker than I expected it. It is so good. Look at that. Ooh, come on, bronze contour. You have to go like pretty lightly with this. The first time I used it, you guys, I was very bronze that day. Blot it on my forehead. I'm kind of blowing on the brush because I've gotten carried away with this bronzer. It can build to be a very deep bronzer. Look at that. You can see it just warming up. Ooh, it's so good. So a bronzer can be used to, you know, add depth to the skin. Can also be used as a bronzer, as a contour. So I use my bronzer to add like a little bit of warmth to my forehead, but mainly to like contour. This is such a good color, you guys. Like, finally, NARS, finally. Who gets more excited than me when I find a good bronzer, okay? Whew, okay, let's highlight. Let me stop talking about this bronzer. Let's highlight my skin. I am on this highlighter so tough. This is Artist Couture Sugar Daddy. It's not new. It was just reintroduced when Mac Daddy launched his summer collection, and I was like, you know what? I never like gave this color a chance, so here we are. I'm just gonna work off the lid here. Okay, this is a BH Cosmetics number 5 brush. It's like a fluffier highlighter brush. Little bit of this goes a long way. So before I was like all into the shade Conceited. Do you guys remember? That was like my shade, but this one, like I was sleeping on this, okay? Always put a little bit on my nose. A lot of times I'll just get my finger and kind of blend it out so it's not like too bright. Right here. Okay, I'm gonna apply Poppy Blush from KVD. This has been like my go-to summer blush. I just love the shade. There's so much pigment. Okay, I'm just gonna put this on, give a little color. I feel like shades that are more coral on my skin tone make me look like more glowy and tan, bronzy. I love being tan. I was outside, listen. I have no shame in saying that I was outside in the sun, just like give me all the sun rays. I had SPF on, but my goal was to get tan. I love how makeup looks when I have a tan, like skin is popping, okay? Melanin is popping. Like I like when my skin has that reddish glow to it. Ooh, okay. Let me stop talking about how much I love my tan. Make sure these lashes are on. I'm gonna grab my curler. I'm gonna curl my lash along with the false lash. So just get the lash curler up in there, make sure it has both, and we're gonna curl. And it's like a hard curl. You want the lash, see, to sit up just like that. Look at that. Ooh, time for some mascara. This is Buxom Introvert Mascara. I like this one a lot. I love this brush. Brushes like this just have my attention, you know? And I'm gonna apply the mascara to my natural lash and the false lash. So depending on how dramatic you want the false lashes to be, you can put a lot of mascara on, but I kind of just put it on to bond the two together. See, with my eye shape, I just live for darkness under my eye. You know, some people can't do that. Some people like a lot of, you know, like contrast and shadow in the crease. For me, it's like under my lash line, like, ooh. You guys already know what I'm about to say. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it, okay. Ooh, she cute. All right, I'm gonna line with ColourPop BFF 3. Okay, lip liner. I'm gonna add a little bit of BFF 4. It's like a little darker. We like that. Okay, we're gonna see how this looks. I wanna put a little bit of an orange color on my lips. That's the vibe, that's what I'm feeling. So this is Tiger Teeny from Fenty Beauty. I think these came out last summer, but it's a pretty vibrant orange, which is why I'm kind of going heavy on the lip liner. Let's see how vibrant that is. So instead of going like this, putting it all over, just blot it and blot the lips together. See that? You guys don't always have to go like ham on the lips. I think a lot of times people see me with like colors that are either bright or whatnot, and they're like, how'd you make it look? Look, you blot it. That's how you do it, okay? You fill your lips with a nude lip liner, put a little bit on the bottom, blot that baby. So I'm gonna finish with E.L.F. lip gloss. This is called Mauve Glitz. Yeah, we'll do this. I'm like, do I wanna do this? It's kind of sheer, so I think, yeah, it'll be fine. So these lip glosses are new. I really like E.L.F. Like, it is a good drugstore brand. Ooh. Oh my god, you guys know what I forgot to do? Set my makeup, but it looks good anyway. It looks good anyway. All right, guys, here is my finished look. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. You know, these colors, these warm orangey browns, I just live for them. And I also love that when you put an orange in the crease, it makes it wearable for the daytime. You know, like I feel like I could wear this and people will look at me like, oh my god, like she's got a neon sign on her eyelids. No, this is doable during the day. You know, I love this. Ooh, looks like I just got back from the Bahamas or something. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment any videos you want to see. I'm always looking for your suggestions. Subscribe to my channel. That means you subscribe. And last but not least, strut and slit.